This act of Chinese military intimidation near Taiwan is unprecedented in its size and complexity, analysts say, because it was not just one kind of aircraft flying, but it was two kinds of fighter jets, along with nuclear-capable bombers, anti-submarine, and early warning aircraft, all flying together, even flying to the south of the island of Taiwan. Analysts say that these missions might have been planned many weeks in advance, but pulled together and combined at the last moment, potentially, in response to the G7 joint communique, that scolding of China by the leaders of the world's wealthiest countries on issues including the suppression of the pro-democracy movement in Hong Kong, accusations of genocide against Uyghur Muslims in Xinjiang, and ongoing acts of military intimidation here in Taiwan, an island that Beijing has claimed as its sovereign territory for more than 70 years, even though this island has been governing itself for that entire time. It is, in fact, the world's only Chinese-speaking democracy. But most countries don't recognize this government officially because Beijing, which has a lot of economic and military firepower, insists on a one-China policy that the current president, Tsai Ing-wen, does not acknowledge. Her spokesperson, Kolas Yotaka, put out a statement on Twitter saying Chinese warplanes made 28 unnecessary incursions into the Taiwan Strait today, adding to China's CO2 emissions. Calm down. Neither Taiwan nor the Earth are your enemy. There have been events in the last week and a half or so that could be viewed as precursors to this, not just the G7 statement, but also on June 6th, when 3 U.S. senators landed here in Taipei on a giant C-17 transport jet for a 3-hour photo op with President Tsai Ing-wen, a brief meeting with her, and the announcement of the U.S. donating COVID-19 vaccines to Taiwan. That, analysts say, could also be viewed as a humiliating defiance of Beijing's claims of sovereignty over this island. Corresponding actions to come from Beijing if they think that the U.S. and Taiwan are moving closer to a military alliance, which U.S. lawmakers have stated, and Beijing has long said that they will not rule out the use of force to prevent Taiwan from separating from the mainland. Will Ripley, CNN, Taipei.